I'm doing a live stream, so I'm talking to myself here. I'm not talking to myself here. Okay, alright, never mind. I've been hesitating a lot to do this. Been through a bit of a rough patch late. In a fucked up position right now. Big time. And, well, I just knew that I needed to make one of these videos. Just to do it, get myself back, like, on my feet, in a sense. I don't know. Yeah, the suffering, first of all, it doesn't equate to the rewards. The rewards are way better than what the suffering brings. I mean, obviously, but it's like, unlike, like that basically suffering should equal the opposite of a reward in a sense, but the reward with God, when you found God and Jesus, and you know what they're for, at least in this life, like on like general levels, like how in the face of darkness, which is this world, in the face of utter darkness, Jesus empowers us. It's not that he hides us away from the darkness, though he does at the start of our life, and we generally have pretty pampered lives in this respect. But when you're facing the darkness, when you're facing the darkness, Jesus is there to empower you to overcome it. And when you really, basically completely understand that, you basically, you realize, first of all, you can do anything. You can do absolutely anything, everything. And you can, of course, I've had all these, like, philosophical things that I've spoken on this channel, like, long ago, but, coming back to it in, like, a higher sense, that, like, I don't know, man, there's so many things you can let go, so many things you can, better ways of practicing, that's what I was about to talk about. Doing things with Jesus is the best way to practice. And doing things with Jesus is a matter of inside your mind, putting your focus, not always entirely consciously, potentially subconsciously, onto Jesus. I used to have, like, this literal focus mode where I would, like, shut out everything and just focus on God when I'm trying to, like, sing or something like that. But you have to be able to face it all. So, like, back in the day, I would literally completely put all my focus into, like, this internal temple, in a sense, and well, it was generally out of a type of fear. Like it's all too much. It was all too much for me. Just letting out my heart, singing. It was too much for me. So I had to put all my focus into it. But now, now, it's like I don't know how to put it. I don't really understand it. I guess it's just a matter of experience. Having tried so many times that you're experienced in the area of trying in the area that you tried in. I mean, if you even go all out and trying in one area, that can branch out into every other area of life, because now you have a type of faith built up faith in yourself. And that's generally what experience is all about, is building a faith in yourself. I mean, you're capable. There were a couple techniques and little practices that you were missing out on before, but now, after having tried so many times, you've put a puzzle together in that sector of vestige psychology. Universal Alpha Heiner Willing Long how to Derman say. The precognitive understanding of transitory events and stuff. True hue of the thing I found of late, recently, it's just that, like, everything is a type of performance / in a sense, competition. I was always the person who's like, why are you competing so hard with stuff? But, like, generally it was because people were competing so directly and abrasively and not the right way. Yeah, and so, like, when you're trying to keep up the sky with your manifestations, then the only way to do it, right, is to basically understand the music of it. People are too lost in, like, pretense and, like, pretending like they're somebody who they met in their past who they're trying to re-emulate and stuff like that. You gotta just flow with the moment, flow with the light that's shining on you. It's deep, man. It's something I, like, never really perceived my whole life. Like, though I was participating in it and generally destroying motherfuckers, and I realized it actually all generally was a competition of, like, mind. Minds, competition of minds. Are you picking up on what's going on? And then anything spit off the side, misunderstood or nothing. That's freaking vertical. And how you keeping the sky up yourself instead of letting it fall? energy input. You just gotta fucking be able to psych yourself up, and if you can't psych yourself up, you have no power. He who means it, feels it, thus knows it. At least the specificities of the context. Things are so minuscule. This world is so small. We are huge. Our lives are worth so much. But this world, everything, it's not. I'm not even being just a conspiracy knower right here, right now. I am saying, like, I don't even know how to phrase it. This world. Our soul is worth so much. Because our lives are worth so much. But, like, enjoying it? Really enjoying yourself? Some people, they just have and we all had just a fiery need for fun, in a sense. We'd seek it, we would find it, we would dig it out. And decode the safe it was locked inside of. Just trial and error. I got time now. This goddamn away from me. Can't feature John Connor vibe. Straight up future John Connor vibe. I'm just missing Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing nothing but his man stuff. Fuck patriotism, man. Never understood it. Patriotism? Nationalism? Last time I checked, it's a round fucking world. You want to argue flat earth, go ahead and be a fucking idiot. It's irrelevant. Earth is flat or round. The only one implication about flat earth that's worth knowing or thinking about is that this world is important, as flat earth tries to imply. This world is fucking important. That's why Weiss, when Beerus was like, I'm gonna destroy Earth. You got a problem with that, Weiss? He was like, no. This is because this is a blessed fucking planet. We have to protect it instead of sending trillions of dollars to fucking space. Literally in the effort of giving up, waving the white flag, saying, oh, we can't stop the destruction of our own fucking planet which we live on. Well, it's crazy how much corporations rule our decisions as a mass. Let's just fucking give up. Go to another planet, destroy that one, move on. Like a fucking virus. Like fucking aliens that you would see, that aliens that you're supposed to be afraid of. Another fucking planet, destroy them, move the fuck on. They're getting pretty good at this. This whole destroying things, burning things. Well, evolution didn't end with us growing opposable thumbs. We all know that now, right? The whole 5D wave that hit like 2 years ago when I took psilocin. Whew. Coming back to life, man. That was one of the topics. It was like the one topic I'm not to go into in this video. Smoking weed. When you smoke weed, well, no, let's start it this way. When you feel depressed, what you need is a little weed. And what you have to understand is discipline is completely required with that. You can't just smoke all the time then. After smoking that, when you realize, holy shit, I've been missing out on so much this whole time. I've been not seeing, witnessing, perceiving these grand things that make themselves subtly unnoticeable when I'm sober. So you smoke weed, you get tapped back all the way fucking into maximum input received. Or, huge amounts of input received. And you notice, like, holy shit, life is fucking crazy awesome. That doesn't, that's the message right there. That is the message of weed. You don't need to smoke it again in order to remember that, in order to integrate that into your life and how you go about leading your pride throughout your day. This is my alchemists, truth speakers, alchemy. I smoke spliffs. Long story. I had a 90-day fucking break from smoking, and I came back. I was like, holy shit. Dude, oh man. I might as well say it like the heavens fucking parted. God looked down, rained eternal gifts of forgiveness and healing unto my being, healing me on every level, psychically, physically, emotionally. And I realize we are one with God and He loves us. That isn't a hazard to this country. I was missing out on so much. The whole 90 days I spent, I was like a drone, relatively speaking. Like a fucking drone, like a fucking zombie, walking through the streets sober. Walking around sober. I was like a drone, dude. And then I started smoking again, and I was like, oh my god. Nothing should ever be taken for granted, not even sandals underneath your feet. That was, of course, stuff that I recognized after a long stay in tribulation. which I don't want to talk about. And, well, the worst time in my life, and, this ended up being like, holy shit, gratitude. Because gratitude changes everything. And if you take anything for granted, it's gonna bite you in the ass, man. Don't take shit for granted. Ever. Everything, minus potentially humans nowadays, everything is overflowing with universe juice. It's overflowing with spectacularity. It is magical. And that's why, generally speaking, adults are less advanced than their children. It's because the children still recognize the magic of life. So they still feel it too. They can still see it. They can still feel it. The magic of life. And so they just have that much more potential to have a magnificent impact on this world. Magical impact. Shout out to Bill Hicks. He's my brother. He doesn't know yet, but he's my brother. I also want to hang out with Bill Hicks as much as I want to hang out with Jesus. I hope it's not blasphemy. I said almost. Well, once again, I recommend healthy, heavy dose of psilocybin mushrooms. Get yourself beyond your problems for once in your fucking life. Remember the power within. And to not ever again use alcohol for that, because all alcohol does is steal your capability of being free in the first place, to make you need it in order to drink again, in order to be yourself, in order to be free, in order to be wild. You can be wild whenever you fucking want. What's the fear? Where's this fear coming from? Knock it out of yourself. Knock it off. You can do whatever you can do. Yardy and candy. Oh, life. Oh, there, life. Betwixt thou puzzle ponce, that is the fucking cockroach thing on my fucking coffee cup. That is fantastically beautiful. A fucking cockroach, little fucking millipede thing that's fucking crawling on my face after drinking a sip of coffee. That'd be tasty. Okay. seeing on my screen? It's like my camera. It's like... Slipping away. Oh, but why anyways. Instant coffee, the best, worst thing on the planet. You just eat the stuff. Fucking might as well. Get in there. Okay. This is afraid of. Moment like this is like, I got nothing, man. I'm doing pretty well. Nothing to be afraid of. Fucking Goku. What are you doing to me, Goku? I'm making you invincible. If you break a bone, you just gotta pretend like you didn't break it. Rather, just don't get the just don't look at the x-rays. Just have the doctor tell you that it's broken, if you must, if you don't already know that it's broken. You generally just have to pretend like it isn't. It's the best way for it to actually heal properly. Not just heal, but heal properly. Because psychologically, you will be fucked. And see, I broke my collarbone. I saw the x-ray for it. Right when I saw the x-ray for it, I lost practically all my capability of using my shoulder right, because I was like afraid of doing something weird and messing up the bones because it looked fucked up. I was like broken in like 5 places, shit, 4 or 5 places, and it completely diminished my capability of using myself properly. Just looking at the x-rays. And I had to relearn and reteach myself, and I'm barely just able to do it now. I mean, like, I can, but it's like not as natural as it should be, even still now, like a year or 2 later. Not as natural as it should be. And yeah, you just gotta literally just picture Goku after he gets like crunched by Vegeta as a giant monkey, like a 5-story, 7-story monkey, crunched in his hands, and the doctors are trying to be like, this is just like a trivial little thing. The doctors, you know, are just saying like, oh, sit still, you've broken everything in your body, like, and like, I'm just getting painful, man. It's like I can't. I'm getting stuck. I feel stuck. And it's just this natural instinct to work off injuries in the proper way. It's a very bad background scene located, but. You know, do what you can do. Anyways. Fish and tacos. Chips. But I'm not saying French fries, or I'm not saying chips. Oh, that's strong. Man. I'm really different now. After what I went through the last 3 months, I am very different now. And it's weird, but I should just talk about let's just keep it powerful. Keep it empowering. Flow, man. Flow is grace. Grace is flow. I said it too subtly before that the true flow, the true grace, it's sort of, you have to be accessing this streamlined thing that's above the world. It's at the top of your vision. It's light that shines on you. And there's this crazy video that I saw a long time, and I was like, dude, this is a perfect example of God's light shining on you. It was, let's wait for this track to pass by. It's freaking loud. Ah, shit, his window is definitely, I gotta be careful. Fuck. Not pathetic. What was it talking about? Oh, yeah. Music video. It's called Pre-Session by Butterfly Crash. It's a music video. P-R-E Session. C-E-S-S-I-O-N. Pre-Session by Butterfly Crash. And right at the end, or like within a few minutes of the end, it shows this one scene of this giant sun thing that you'll be seeing, and it's got like these carbon-shaped hexagon things that are being extended out of the sun in like a waveform pattern that sort of goes with the music. It doesn't necessarily completely do the same thing as the music, but it's more the meaning behind it, which is also musical. It's like got these waveform things that are like going out with the sounds. Some of them are going out with the sound, others are going out with the meaning. And there's a part where, you know, you're the observer right here looking at it, and the hexagon things are coming at you, or coming at you in the video. They're coming at you from like the bottom, and they're all like interlocked like that. They're all coming at you, and that's the light shining on you. And you just have to see it to be able to understand how it's like, you know, it's infinite. It's there's nothing you could do besides a serious mistake that would knock you off this streamline of you-ness. It's of you-ness. Because the real you is the you that flies with your wings. And until you finally, in a sense, in your human life, grow wings on your own terms, grow wings on your own terms to fly wherever you intuitively go to fly. You won't know what it's like, what your real self is, because your real self is you when you're floating over the cliff, trusting that you have wings. That's the real you that shines out of you. It's not even like inside you. It's like you're literally going somewhere else. You're literally doing something else. eventually over life, if you find this thing where you're using your wings, you're flying over the normal, and eventually you might lose your capability. You'd lose your capability of flying with your wings eventually, so as to learn that, well, basically to remember how exciting it is to use your wings. People, they get too afraid, and then the fear builds up, and they don't recognize that it's building up as much as it is, as much as the darkness in their spine, and as you gotta physically work that out, physiologically, whatever, physically, as well as, first of all, keep your voice chakra clean by manifesting with your voice, and not monotonous situations, but where you're able to actually speak your mind, because then you're not being psychologically oppressed into your lower self, into this banal fucking self, so that you would lose contact with your wings, contact with the air above the ground. Above the ground. And oh, that's so strong. All that fucking darkness shit, man. Like, it's a lot. There's a lot. Way too much. Way too many things that can afflict a person and be self-reinforcing. Darkness building up in your body because you're constricted, because intense, because you're freaking afraid of the situations. Now there's so much like you're trying to live by, and the lines that are drawn in your life, and it's all like societal psychological oppression. It's all like this unspoken magnetic field aura thing around all of us. Not the feng shui, but like the fucking. I mean, an air of that psychological oppression is just in the air. We feel like we're supposed to behave a certain way when it's actually us being free that is the most beautiful. Not living how we think we're supposed to live, but living how we feel to be in the moment, every moment. Feeling unto being. And that's the most important other topic that I was going to, well, many days ago going to, but I didn't do the live stream. Real power is something that builds up within as you psych yourself up yourself. As say also, a song makes you dance. There's two types of dancers. Those who think they're supposed to dance and think they're supposed to dance this way, and those who are literally just letting the music make them move. Not like satanic, some people have like a weird sort of semi-Christian mindset, like it's possessing you or something, but literally it's you letting yourself out. It's you finally not being afraid to let to utilize the unwritten space about your body with what it feels onto manifesting. understand that lion dance and shit. All those cowboy nights I went to was so annoying. Just kidding. I hate country music, man. Shit. If you ever sort of feel like you're depressed as fuck, there are two options. Three. Count them. One, natural psychedelics. If you're gonna do mushrooms, do them out in nature. They are sacred. They are very serious things to be doing, and you want to be doing them properly only, ever. And out by yourself in nature. Once and only, whenever you really just need a release of the bullshit, and like you feel like you're falling for the bullshit again or something, or stumping. Hey, weed, cannabis, just once in a while. Just do it once in a while. If you can manage that. I know it's a glorious thing to re-behold what cannabis brings you to. A true appreciation for the fucking world around you. Brings you straight there. True appreciation, but there are many ways to learn to appreciate and to be in general appreciative. You recognize the potential you hold in life. How much you could be doing if you were just, I suppose, crazy enough to do so. It's not foolish to be crazy. But there are two types of crazy. Crazy and free crazy. Because when you're that free to be that, what one might call crazy, you know, and finally know one of the big secrets of this life. It's a normal, mediocre, banal person, a general, average, handy-dandy American citizen would call crazy, is actually, like, you're finding this out now that you've been wild enough and free enough to be wild, to be free enough to be able to die with a smile on your face at any point in your life. You're realizing that get out of here. That when people call shit crazy, that, you know, they're not the right people. They're, you know, I don't want to say they're the wrong people and that we're the right people, but just they are basically the wrong people to be heeding. You have to take what you perceive yourself. You have to take what you perceive yourself and use that. Though a lot of refinement will be required. Because, I mean, there's, you know, a lot of very very high likeliness to be misunderstood lines in rap and like really woke songs that generally speaking, one must end up in a way, in a sense, in most levels, deleting themselves from themselves, because the entire functionality of what they've become is something that is not fruitful. And was I talking about before? Being free. You are your own truly greatest enemy. You are your own truly greatest enemy. Your greatest days will only ever have been manifested by you yourself. If you ever experience that. If you ever truly experience making your own day great. Not just saying, oh, go to the beach and you go to the beach, you get sunburnt, you're just complaining by the end of it. I'm saying making your own fucking day great, because finally you spoke your mind for 2 hours out in public on a fucking live stream or whatever the fuck ever. Speaking your fucking mind, doing you truly, doing yourself a favor, truly. Going to the spa, get your nails done, and stupid fucking bullshit. Actually, having balls, man. Just like doing the thing that's craziest to you right now. I've been lately determining what song I should play when I'm doing my music stuff, but which song scares me the most to play. Doing that lately. Because the ultimate game is in recognition that in overcoming the greatest fear, the greatest you comes out to manifest. The greater the fear, the greater you that comes out. And so people who fuck themselves up on acid, removing this very functionality of fear, that's literally what they're actually doing, whether or not they consciously recognize it. What the fuck was that? Did it really? When did that go out? What was I saying? I have to re-sum it up for my video. It just cut out. Man. I totally fell away from it. I got it. People who fuck themselves up on acid because it literally, generally speaking, removes your fear while also awakening you to the magnificence of the universe, which all psychedelics do in different ways, but also, just crazy shit. But acid, it's a synthetic. It's not natural. There's so many things, so many different approaches to finding your power, recognizing you're powerful, and building upon that. In this world and conceptually. Truthfully, this is a big one. There are two types of people. Those who say and speak as they are just explaining something, And those who speak to like to seem like they're seem like they're talking, but the actual functionality of talking is that you're just trying to say something. But other people, they're like so low inside themselves that they don't recognize that it's something as simple as meaning, a feeling, like expressing a feeling, expressing a notion, a something perceived. You know, you're just talking about it. It's very much a simple thing, but it's also like an above thing, which is an infinite thing. Simple as it is hard, but it's not hard. It's just a matter of dimensional power levels. As Bleach clearly states, one can reach different dimensions of power. And if you're on a much higher dimensional power, or even just the next one on a higher dimensional range, people won't generally be able to feel your power or recognize it as something that is on that high of a dimension and be like, no, it's more like 6 or 10. No, 13, 14. I don't know. But, power levels, shit. There's a song I'm gonna recommend. It's called Storm Center by Shiro. Is it I always forget if it's Shiru or Shiro. Sagisu. Sagisu and Shiro or RU. Shiro Sagisu. Storm Center. It'll fucking have you perceiving and feeling. Perceiving the feeling of your own emanations, your own waves, your own very literally physical Dragon Ball Z chi type shit waves. You know, energy. You know, like Gohan trying to explain to that girl he was dating energy. He's like, you know, energy. She's like, what are you talking about? That type of situation where you have to physically, well, you have to consciously, how to best explain this? It's very simple, but it's very subtle. It's a thing. Gosh, how do you explain it? I guess I just haven't understood it enough. It's the thing you'll be feeling when you're dancing to a song. Dancing actually, not fucking. Yeah, I can dance like stupid ass shit. You're actually really feeling it. You're really into it, and it's making you manifest as if you couldn't stop it. It's the thing that's like it's itching its way to the surface, and you just have to let it surface. Just overcoming the fear. You have to overcome the fear as you let it surface. That thing, the thing that's building up inside. You have to let it keep building up. Learn to let it keep building up. And that's the wave that I'm talking about. It's not a watching other people and doing things type thing. This is you have to finally let yourself free. Remove the chains. Man, my hair looks fucking horrible right now. It's the darkness though. I look like a freaking clown. And you see, this type of faith makes it so that you will be flawless. Flawless. Until you trip on someone, and you start falling, and you start distrusting yourself again, and you start falling more, and you distrust yourself more. It's the very thing I started off talking about. Your capability is being diminished by the air of the psychological oppression of this society. There's an air of it that we're not supposed to be being free, that we're not supposed to be just letting it out. And it's all an excuse for ourselves to not let it out and to be another diminished figure in this world that's being compromised and taken over as the soul, as soul itself is now fascistly outed with by grace of our demons. And just saying things you think you're supposed to be saying, but really you're just being a fucking asshole type shit. We're all hypocrites in the end, don't worry. I've said things I wasn't supposed to say. Things that negatively impacted me psychologically rebounded like a spell in Harry Potter, that a wand was cast with a spell that was fucking evil. What can I say? But shit is the type of shit that all motherfuckers in America are saying all the time nowadays. Is they've, generally speaking, integrated succubuses and demons into their fucking lives. To make them think that people are supposed to be behaving in a way that this, check off the list here, or cross off the list for that. One single motion that you misinterpreted, or one single action that was misinterpreted. It's all type of shit that has absolutely damned the psychological aura of the entire nation. The health. The health. The health is fucking psychological, man. The health is psycho-fucking-logical, man. You wanna be healthy? Now be like me and overcome the illnesses that you feel a little sniffle coming on. Beat it. Beat that bullshit. Smack it in the face. Throw it in the fucking ground. Overcome it within the day that you fucking get it. Don't wait. Don't linger. Oh, I might get a couple days off of work if I let this thing infect my body and my soul and take over. Yeah, maybe you could be strong and do a strong thing for once, actually, and overcome an illness instead of complaining about everyone else. Oh God, I'm so afraid. And you have to put your mask on, sir. Oh God, he's not wearing his mask. Oh my God. That thing that was going on the last 3.5 fucking years, let's just not talk about the fact that I'm not wearing my mask anymore out of a recognition that that's what I should have been doing in the first place. Everyone should have been doing is giving a fucking finger to the fucking government, being like, hey, you can't fascistly mandate what we do with the very health of and safety of our own very complex beings, our very complex physical beingness. Let's strap a diaper to my face my entire 8-hour work shift. Not even your dumbest doctor will wear his mask the entire fucking time of his shift. He goes into the operating room, puts it on, goes into the operating room, leaves, takes it off. Because it's a matter of looking at the blood in your body. I have to explain this to everyone in the entire population. Because when I talk about this stuff, they'll be like, oh, if you think about your lungs, if you just breathe deep enough, shit like that. Learning to breathe deep enough so that you counteract but the actual thing is going on in your blood is that CO2 is building up in your blood over a progressive amount of time. Progressively over, around 8 minutes, you will have your blood being toxic, technically toxified. And at least, literally just at least, going toxic. So that eventually damage will be building up in your fucking organs, which you're trying to, in this, 2023 fucking fascist fucking state, ever since Biden said fuck all of our fucking lives permanently. That safety is strapping this thing to your face, forcing others to do it too, and get those vaccinations. Because, if we all go permanently fucking retarded, no one will realize that I'm really retarded. And then I'll be good. Generally speaking, literally, not consciously, but sub-fucking consciously. These fucking bugs, dude. God, mothers. Sometimes, more than not often, I swear, if you don't get your vaccination, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I care about you so much. If you don't get your vaccination, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm pro-life. Where are your new Christian pro-life bears? Hi, Bill. This is another beautiful guy created morning. I just gotta fucking practice letting it out, motherfuckers. Letting it out. Let it out. Be free. Stop being a fucking idiot. Believe in a bunch of fucking morons. And they say you are supposed to be damaging the fucking very physical health of your body in the name of safety. The only guarantee of strapping a diaper to your face for 3.5 years straight is fucking physical brain damage and body failure, organ failure. Whoa! Shit. I was just about to, firework. It's like, oh yeah, it's not just pretty. It's not just pretty. That's a funny little topic. It's the 4th of July little showdown that went on. Was it the 5th? I forget if it was yesterday. No. It's the 7th. Shit. I've been high as fuck. For several days ago. This weird, like, fucking days, dude. I can't even explain it. I have to go into some shit I don't want to talk about. The 4th of July thing. I'm not much of a storyteller. I don't like telling fucking stories. I can't stand all those like 60, 70-year-old dudes who took too much acid in the 70s and is like, don't stop telling a fucking story about themselves. It's like a crazy little thing. Took out, of course we were on acid. And we had this fun little thing. We went and played golf, and I was like, dude, stick around. We're the best buddies. We're the guild people. We are. Okay. God, what the fuck was I talking about? I knew that was good. What was I talking about? Storytelling. July 4th. Fucking July 4th. Yeah. So, everyone, they all left right when the fireworks stopped, and it wasn't even really like they stopped. There was still like some background fireworks, but like everyone just took up and fucking left because everyone else fucking took up and fucking left. Like, oh, it's time. Okay, none of us do this fucking normal robot thing. We're pretending like everyone else, and we all know what we're doing. That nobody has a fucking clue what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, that type of shit. Like everyone's doing one thing, but it doesn't make sense that anyone's doing it. Or maybe a few people, have, work at 4 in the morning tomorrow or something, but, and so I was sitting at, like, this little table playing music off my phone, and, what is this song? This is some song I was playing. Fuck. It was basically, what was it saying? It was like, it was just like a dude trying to find a woman. It was like making fun of that like situation. It was like where are you? Fuck it, I can't remember the song at all. But it was just good. I was just railing them new fucking assholes the whole time. In different ways, of course. Can't spoil an asshole just doing one thing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm tripping myself over. Yeah, those people, man. Why, dude? I mean, I know why. It's because everyone went brain dead for the last 3.5 years and got those vaccinations, which made you all non-humans anymore. So, I know why, but still, why? Why is everyone leaving? Why is everyone leaving? It's still day. It's still fucking day. It's like, I guess this is all ending already. Okay, fucking, let's just get out of here so I can go back to a porn star webcam show. Start making some money. No, people are meeting worth it anyways. Scooby-Doo. Without the scoobs, actually. Scooby-Doo without the scoobs. So basically, he's gotta be fucking free, dude. Stop being a little bitch. Stop being afraid from just doing the one thing that'll set you off on the next thing, doing it even better and louder and wilder and freer and more precise and filled with energy and everythingness. Give it your all, man, all the time. You can, like, we think that we have this ceiling that we can reach. There's never a ceiling. The only ceiling is the fear. Fear is the only ceiling. There is no actual limit to how much crazier you can get. Not, crazy in a good way. You can get more wild, more doing an eccentric version, more of a it's further, man. Wake up the next day and it feels like, where did all my fucking power go? I gotta like re-invoke all of that. Not necessarily all of that, because you've made huge steps in these subtle directions that landed you, in a state of reverie and bliss and freedom. And all you have to do is fight that residual universal darkness that has yet to truly be squeegeed clean out of your journey through life psyche thing. I'm getting so wordy. Faith, man. It's all about faith. Not necessarily in God, but when you do put your faith in God, it really puts all of your life to the exponent and really accelerates the progress and stuff. Changes things, Finally feel like a fucking master. I know you could fucking manifest anywhere at any time, and it would be part of the flow of the world around you. The longer we hesitate from the instinctive, intuitive strike line of intuition, the longer we wait, the more resistance will be built up against our manifestation. You just, you have a grand thought, go for it, do it, yes. It is what was supposed to be. It's something that excites you, man, keeps you alive. It keeps you alive, man. That's all good, do it. I recommend snowboarding. Snowboarding is so fucking awesome. When you get past the first stage of sucking ass and falling on your ass all the time, your knees, bend over, boy. Okay, ass, your knees. I broke my fucking pelvis, dude. I didn't go to a hospital or nothing, but I'm pretty sure I broke my fucking pelvis snowboarding. There was this patch of ice that was layered in a tiny, tiny, tiny patch of snow, so I thought it was like just a patch of snow. But it was pure, hard, unforgiving ice. And, since I thought it was snow, I sort of like tried to take the impact more with my butt. I sort of like slam my ass into the ground myself, and it was ice. I couldn't get out, dude. I was just, but yeah, that sucked. But snowboarding is awesome. I should be a salesman. But you know, dude, when you finally get fucking good at snowboarding, it's so cool. There's this one part I finally smoked like a good amount of weed when I got to this cool little part in like the woods off to the side. It was like sort of up on this side snow as part of the trail thing, but it's like only any advanced people who hit like a jump to go up there would be able to get to. Sideline ridge thing. I went up there up in the woods a little bit, smoked, and I was like so afraid to go down this little part that led back onto the path because there was like 5 foot like little drop, just straight drop before landing back on the trail. And I was so afraid of it, like looking down, I was like, dude, this is terrifying. I'm gonna injure myself. But when I finally fucking did it, which was like 20 minutes, I was so afraid. It was how do I even, if I had like a video game view of it, I would have been able to reinforce myself that it's not so bad, that it's like, the drop, it's only like 3-4 feet and shit like that. But I just built it up. I built up so much fear, unnecessarily. It was, it was mistrust in my capabilities, misplaced. Because when I finally did it, it was just riding a mountain. And then the little drop, I fell, but it was snow that got me. It was a laugh. I fell pretty hard too, but it was snow. It was like it totally cushioned me. I imagine also my chi was raised pretty high, so it, it took some of the impact for me. But and it was like, it was like a milestone. It was like a milestone in my snowboarding career and my life. But just sort of a progression of faith, using faith, and progression over your life. Start off with faith. You got this. Continue with faith. Let faith speak when you start getting encumbered by the darkness surrounding, and you don't see the path. Just let faith continue it out for you. And you'll be speaking, and you won't really know what you said until you said it, because it's even deeper than you originally were intending. People will be like, wait, whoa, because there's like 3 meanings in what you just said. Edges of truth. On my last show stage, I got up to 5 edges of truth for everything I said. perfect PSN or Xbox Live name account that I'm going to start up, but I'm not going to say it until I make it because I don't want anyone stealing it. Stealers, you little deceiving little motherfuckers. Flow. Trust yourself to the ends of the earth. Why hold back? It's just another illusion that you are supposed to take this world seriously. You take the world seriously, but you take yourself not seriously. You should take the world seriously, but not yourself. So there's all, there's all passing a little biscuit. And you eat the biscuit, and you eat a little bit more of the biscuit, and a little bit more, and then it's gone. There might be some crumbs on the plate, It's a little bit more like your life. So your life, yes, you should throw down your life for the world, obviously. As who don't are the people who are the evil fucks in the movies. Do you want to be the villain incidentally? Think how all those actors felt, man. You're like, oh, they're all gonna misunderstand this. They're gonna think I'm a bad person because I'm doing this so well. My cheekbones. It's a fucking hour and a half long. Well, I should probably wrap it up. Gotta trust. A good line from, I think it's either The Divine Comedy by Dante or Faust by Goethe, but there's a line that says to leave your suspicion and your hopes at the door when you enter this world. Leave your suspicion and your hopes at the door when you enter this world. You should not be suspicious of God. And hopes tear families apart. Hopes tear families apart. For me personally, my hopes, like when we're on vacation or something in like a cool New Hampshire place and there's lights everywhere. There's all that stuff to be, truly 100% grateful for. My hopes would veer me towards like trying to find like the perfect girl and like run off in the woods together holding hands, like laughing and giggling more, but well, it never happened when I was on a family vacation, and that sort of made me like, I got to get away from my family and be in these situations, like, which made our family vacations like very distant from each other. I separated myself from them socially. And that is how hopes can destroy families. Well, just in general, It takes a lot more than that to destroy a family. But, a lot of psychological fucking warfare going on in that shit. It's like, why do you have to try to make me psychologically torn apart right now? Like, I get it, you're trying to be nice. I get that you're trying to be nice. But what you just did was very assholic. What was it? You're mean. You're the lead. Fucking demonic fucking, fucking shit, man. Demonic fucking shit, dude. I can never, I mean, that's gotta be like a 20th century on thing only. I mean, this type of psychological fucking bullshit going on. I mean, you know, they take fucking classes, man. They take classes, how to be a good parent and shit. Not like my parent. I mean, I don't even know if my parents did. I'm just saying, like, parents in general. They take classes. Really, it's like you should have already, generally speaking, figured out how you want to be a father or a mother before ever having a kid. So, all these accidents. Oh, it was an accident. Yeah, doesn't that shine up the halo? Well, it's a fucking accident. You had a baby. When you had sex every day of your life or something, you know. Multiple times a day, or, you know, this boyfriend and that boyfriend, you know, can't stand it when they finally lose their load, because then they're not horny anymore, so just have next boyfriend to call out to finish the day off with. Well, I don't understand. Is how if every woman, which it really seems to be, has birth control, how so many of these accidents could occur. How so many of these impregnations could occur, literally. What is birth control? I mean, does it not work? Apparently, if it doesn't work, then you should probably stop fucking yourselves up with it. So it's saying that birth control fucks women up. Just thinking, I'm saying. Just saying. Seems like something weird and strange and dodgy is going on there. I got birth control, and then I got pregnant. The next song by fucking J-Lo. Like, I got birth control, and then I got pregnant. Yeah, and then I put a ring on it. Should have put a ring on it. Oh, so true. Thanks for pointing it out for all of us, so that we can all think about it like that. Should have put a ring on it. Pretty sure they're all having babies first. Pretty sure. This world is a joke. And people suck. Right? Let's be honest here. We suck. We choose our desires over playing our part in this era of world fucking takeover and world propaganda, world fucking divide and conquer, world poisoning, mass fucking destruction, natural ways of existence, to try to make it so that nobody remembers context beyond their own inebriated, mediocre, banal culture. Zach Wildspit. Uh, that everyone would forget what life actually should be like. For example, why do the citizens of their own country, why are the citizens of their own country um, indebted for the land that is underneath their feet? Why do they have to pay in order to be, in order to have shelter? Like, I would have to pay you to $10,000 to build my own house for a very small fucking lot of. Why do we have to pay anyone? Why is it that we can't just let the population build the world that we all could have, being a giant world over amusement park festival place? And people are just propping up musical stages left and fucking right. Everyone can just jump up, grab the fucking microphone if they're feeling it, and then, and then that way of life makes everyone fucking legendary. And would turn everyone in the population into a legendary fucking person if we were all that fucking free to just go up and try to fucking sing at this place where it's totally fucking normal to sing, not like a fucking statement to sing. And just have roller coasters be the transportation systems, or fucking long distance, a fucking a launch cannon thing, try to work on the tech to make it like, launch you a couple miles or some shit. You open up into a fucking wingsuit. The thought of like a flying fucking squirrel, you open up into a wingsuit, and then you turn on a jetpack, which is powered by hydrogen, and um, and oxygen or something, fucking mix it up, and jetpack into fucking, jetpack wears out, and then parachute after wingsuiting the last little bit. So some long distance shit, and then zip lines. If you get only like three quarters of the way there, 8, 9 tenths of the way to the next checkpoint, have things that connect places to places, and go to important places or whatever. And we all build our own fucking Skyrim maps of the area, the place that we live in now, this fucking utopia, where it's not fucking street signs and fucking and CVS pharmacies and fucking Taco fucking bells. Fuck. There's so much more, man. Just like, what's the right next one to say? Just fucking, there's private property everywhere. Instead of just fucking private property everywhere where you have to pay to be anywhere in it. Instead, it's all fucking free everywhere. You can be anywhere, and it's all part of the activity of living. Thank you very much. That'd be nice. If only dreams could come true. I should be the one who has the hope. Dreams can go true. Cheeto chop. Expelliarmus. Frustrating one too much. Flourishing. Flourishing your want too much. A little more like this. More like this. You motherfuckers gotta set it off every once in a while. The main problem, the main vein of your problems in your fucking life is that you don't let your shit dragging out ever or enough. You gotta let your inner fucking dragon take the fucking reins every once in a while. And it ain't a dragon, it ain't interested in no bullshit. It ain't trying to have you feeling yourself, looking down at your own body. No. It's having you fucking out there doing meaningful fucking things in this fucking world and helping save us all from ourselves. Because really, we are the light and the darkness for each other, and the way in which we do that primarily, most noticeably, for the very materialized reductionist folk, is speaking things, speaking wise words that you found yourself that changed your fucking life, and with the effect that would change someone else's life, not just saying the fucking words. We are the light and the darkness for each other. It makes us the light in the fucking darkness. And nighttime comes, we got these street lights, it's great. But, if people were alive in the night, after dark, everyone out doing shit, making noise, having a good time, I wouldn't need physical light. I wouldn't need physical light if you're human, was out having a good time. Because just know I could feel safe. If someone screams, we all run to the spot. And we all surround them. That's how overpopulation will be our safety in the end. Just have everyone, fucking 10 feet away from another person. And, at least in, areas where we now are conglomerating, coagulating and stuff. Coming closer together and more semi-city-like things, but in this utopia, it'll just be more like a festival. Fuck, I forget. I'm saying that anymore. I do, but I will. I'm not gonna talk, I don't know. But I could say that I don't know. Just because, the more you know, the more you know. Don't know. step. You should probably start tallies or something. You might feel better about yourself. But yes, you do now know more than you did know. Okay? Because now you know something, and now you also know that you don't know a whole lot more in that area that you now know about. You talk about you don't know fucking anything. You just lost the argument. That's all. Success, you lost the fucking argument. Now you're just whipping out these psychological fucking magic tricks. Fucking Plan Z ass shit. Well, if I know something, then that must mean that I know nothing. It's just, I know that I know nothing. If you know nothing, how do you walk? How do you breathe? How do you, if you know literally nothing, you have now spoken to say that you have the potentially worst psychology any human being has ever had. Potentially, literally don't know anything. I mean, like, God, people, you know, read a meme on Facebook and all of a sudden a fucking queen of fucking of behavior fucking PhD-ness. Oh, you read that meme within the past week too, huh? Apparently we clearly had completely opposite fucking reactions about that meme. I read it, you know, oh, they're gonna fucking, it's gonna make them egotistical and they're gonna be, you know, speaking out against truth speakers because this and that, and, you know, high vibes. Oh, keep up with the vibe. The fucking vibe. Oh my god, the vibe. My vibe. We talk about nothing. We make it all sound like it's meaningful. If you come in with anything that's conceptually dark, I'm not gonna have it. Because it's all about manifestation. See, you just think about the check and the feature, then you have it eventually. This is what they told me, I don't know. Yeah, that's because real manifestation, when you went off into demon land, let me explain it for you. Real manifestation, that's all in the moment. That's a physical manifestation. And I am not oppressing you with my tone, am I? You know, like, the implications that I'm oppressing you with my tone and what I'm talking about, but I'm not. You know, I'm talking about it in a way that's like friendly. You know, this has been such a fucking problem. I guess some of the things I've been saying are quite dark. You know, it's like, take that stupid diaper off your face, you fucking maggot. You brain dead, fucking zombified, fucking Nazi. Take that shit off before I slap it off your face. I'm Will Smith. Rest in peace, Will Smith. Fucking Jesus Christ, the population, man. Oh my god, he slapped him, man. We should fucking exile him. Fucking all the leeches jumping on celebrity fucking hot moments to try to get known by speaking some newfound truth you found recently on Facebook. It's not gonna work. It might work, you might get a following and fucking all that shit. But it's not gonna be what you think it is. It's just gonna be like, you know, those people who are in, like, maybe the one person who was the person in a commercial. those people, they're going to be so psychologically fucked for the rest of their fucking lives. Those people who are in a, like the one person in a commercial that's a fucking hilariously weird fucking commercial and shit like that. And then maybe they'll realize how fucking weird they seem, but they're gonna be in that. They're gonna think they're a perfect fucking human being from then on because they were in a commercial. They were featured in a commercial, so they must be perfect. In everything that they do, all the time. And so what? Yeah, what are we fucking talking about here? Yeah, give me that fucking microphone, sir. Okay. I wasn't gonna say anything anyways. Yeah. This world. Where to go? Where to take it next? Independence Day, man. Will Smith, man. Will Smith is the fucking man. That's what happened on stage, on live TV. He's the fucking man. He assumed that Chris Rock either knew or should have known about his wife's illness. The humor was subtly very dark. It's just the come on, man. Like, oh yeah, he all those reactions on YouTube. Chris Rock was such a tough man for shaking that off so quickly. He took about a minute to shake that off on live television. Wow, whoa, I got slapped. This is a joke, dude. Alright, I'm sorry, doggy. But fucking Will Smith, man. He did what he should have done. We all wake up sometimes to the darkness of our lives. He woke up right in the middle of that fucking thing. He's like, I don't care about my fucking career. I'm not letting this happen. I'd say that's what a man would do. I don't care about my career. I'm not letting that happen without a fucking slap. If you just started screaming, you sound like a fucking crazy person. Or it would be like fucking mafioso type shit. Like, how dare you? How dare you? You have any idea what you just endangered yourself with? This world needs revision and collision, man. People are fucking acting up and all this and fucking that. And the horrible part is, they're waiting for you to like slap them or push them or something so that they can attack you legally. And literally, it's just like the system fucking up people's psychologies after, no one's allowed to be, basically taught a lesson because some people will be getting arrested for, taught a lesson has ass fucking whooped. For being the type of person who gets their ass whooped. It's like, people have it all fucking wrong, man. It's like, there's not people out there who will literally kick your ass for no fucking reason at all. And people out there, the only people who really, besides people who are just trying to steal your money or some shit, cars noise. There's no people out there who is like, we think, that, they ride motorcycles, they wear leather jackets, so they must be like, crazy in like a bad way, like as in they won't be able to tell whether or not what I'm doing is is complementative to the situation. That that somehow these people, that they're cracked, that they wouldn't respect someone who's respectable, put plainly. But they do. If you really are really respectable, there's a thing about your presence that other people, they're not going to want to attack you for it. And it's like, there's a lot of people, it's like one of the most life-changing, unmemorable moments of my life. The most unmemorable, life-changing moments of my life. I mean, it's quite memorable. I don't know how to put it, but this dude, I was at this McDonald's. I was panhandling for food. And I was like a vegan at the time. And this dude, he offered to buy me a patty, and I said no. I said no because like that shit, it would literally make me feel sick that night, and I didn't want to do that. I was panhandling to get food somewhere else, and he was about to fight me. He was literally so itching to fight me because he thought like I was using it for like drugs or some shit, and it was just such a supposition, such a fucking guess. But in the end, it was like my character that saved me. Like he walked all the way up to me, like stomped all the way up towards me with his fist like in the air, and I didn't move at all. I didn't flinch at all. I was literally like calm. I was just, I mean, I guess I was also quite ready to die, but it was in the end, like, does he really feel like kicking someone like me's ass? I didn't do anything wrong. I was, I just need help with money. And I'm at this McDonald's because it's a good panhandling spot. But yeah, it sort of taught me a little bit, and life. It's finally quiet. I don't know what the fuck to say. I guess it's too quiet. So, yeah. Silence. Silence is not natural. Silence is not natural. The only reason silence, not science, silence, ever occurs, the only reason it ever occurs is because the nature that was once here that made noise, sound, was destroyed, trampled over, plowed on. We felt we needed every square inch of earth taken over for ourselves to feel dominatives of the fucking society, of the world, of the planet. That what we are legion that is the world. And our society, that's all that planet Earth was made for. Our fucking house is way too close together as fucking society. Houses, private property, way too close together. Yeah, you guys know, you've tried playing music before, you really wanted to blast it, but you couldn't because of the people. They're all right next to you. And it's not like, it's not like they're necessarily going to have a problem with it, but, the one grandma of the fucking area and shit, They're gonna, try to sleep. Shit, You know what? It's not my music. It's not this music that's keeping you from sleeping. It's your own anger that spawns. It's your own anger. You can fall asleep. You just have to remove the anger. Remove the anger about the music. Why do you hate music? Why are you hating this music? Are you telling me you don't hate music? But why are you hating this music? And I don't hate that music specifically. I'm just trying to sleep. And that's literally your own problem. You should be able to sleep. Get yourself to enjoy the music. It's not a matter of turning yourself off that gets you to sleep. It's a matter of imagining yourself into infinity that gets you to sleep. You never remember the moment that you fell asleep, because that was finally right when your mind went to a RAM level that your body couldn't handle. You left your body, in a sense. People, and they don't even know what it's like to go to sleep, man. You ever been in that stage almost before sleep where you're like falling asleep? Like, oh, shit. I almost just fell into sleep. Flying sort of does feel like falling, because you're still falling, but you're using your wings to keep yourself up. You ever think how complex it is actually for a bird to be flying? And then they make it look so easy because they do it their whole lives, but it's as simple to them as breathing, or even simpler, But, you're still falling when you're flying, and you're just paddling yourself upwards. Flying feels like falling a little bit. You're also doubting yourself a little bit, You're like, oh, was that good? Was that? It was good. Oh, my back. I don't know if I should leave it this way. Get that sauce. Mix a little bit. Fine tune. Perfect resonation. Harmonics. Oh my god, it just hit 2 hours. I was just gonna say, I don't want it to hit 2 hours. But, I should end the stream. I should just play chess. It's probably gotta be late. It's 12:30. Yeah, I'm ending it here, folks. Just don't forget that you have the fucking power. You have the power to be anyone. And even it's going to be yourself. And you just gotta float with that unwritten space about you. Don't be afraid to draw with yourself. Don't be afraid to draw with yourself. It's gonna look beautiful. The painting is gonna be beautiful. Don't even worry about it. Much love.